Good morning. Can you all hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Fine,
Good
fine.
morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Yep. So let me see. You got very good morning, sir. You got very good morning, sir. Happy morning, sir. Um, you can ask maybe pleasant morning, sir. That's wonderful. Who's at Ilam Pirai? Ilam Pirai plus MSc Physics. That's beautiful. You can say, are you having a good day so far? And it's an exciting day. How about how is it there? How is the weather? Some marvelous morning, sir. That's wonderful. Happy morning, okay, with a different spelling. That's good. That's wonderful. So that's as I said yesterday when you know நீங்க கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க cliche CLICHE. Okay, அதுக்கு முதல்ல ஒரு எக்ஸாம் போடணும். But whatever it is, it's cliche. Spelling. Okay, let me put it right there. ஆனா எனக்கு அந்த எக்ஸாம் போட முடியாது இப்போ. Cliche, I know most of you know what's the meaning. It's the repeated something that we repeat again and again. Something that we heard again and again is called cliche. Cliche is very boring. அதனால எப்போ மாத்தி மாத்தி ஏதாவது எழுதணும். That's why இப்ப நேற்று ராகவன் சாருக்கு அப்செட் ஆச்சு because everyone says submitted sir, submitted sir, submitted sir, submitted sir. It's kind of boring. True. ராகவன் சார் சொன்னது ஒரே right. But yes, he said நீங்க அதை submitted sir எழுத வேண்டிய அவசியம் கிடையாது because they already acknowledge. But it's nice of you guys to let them know, which is wonderful. But இதே மாத்தி மாத்தி எதை சொல்லி இருந்தானா நீங்க ராகவன் சார் இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. Raghavan sir is not going to tell you why put this submit sir. Odane Kamir sir gave a long message to you. Okay, so the bottom line is this: try and tell something different. Okay, so that way you get the attention of people. Yaar onnu solla maatanga. So this just a trick. Okay, fine. So how many of you are on board now? On board in Sonana and on board in Sonana, like how many of you got into the ship? On board. O-N, Nandra. On board is a nice way to say. How many of you are on board? I see 80 participants are on board. Okay, so it's a different way of telling just to impress people. So how many of you are on board? Okay, on the same page in Solramari. நான் சொல்றது உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் புரியுதான்னு சொல்றது are we on the same page? Okay, don't say do you understand what I'm telling? That's boring. Okay, do you understand what I'm telling? அப்படி சொல்றது not nice. Okay, good. So we are, it's 10 o'clock. So I guess we will start. So once again, good morning to you all. I guess we have about 82 here. And let's see if we have some more here. Kavita ma'am is there already.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you? I just saw you here.
Good morning, Kavita madam.
Good morning, Raghavan sir.
Raghavan
Good
sir.
morning, Amit sir.
Raghavan sir will never miss. And Raghavan sir told me that his daughter is also, fifth standard daughter is also, listening to me. அவ பயந்திர போறா என் தலையை பார்த்துட்டு என் மொட்டை தலையை பார்த்துட்டு அவ பயந்திர போறா அவ.
Sir, she wants knowledge only, sir.
Knowledge only. Okay, fine. இருந்தாலும் சின்ன குழந்தை அது என் தலையை பார்த்துட்டு ஐயா இது சொட்டா மனுஷன் அது இவ்வளவாக என்னப்பா கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கீங்கன்னு. Maybe
it is not important, sir. You have the more knowledge, sir.
More knowledge in English. Yeah, that's fine. You made me happy. You made my day, Kavita ma'am. Anyway, today, as I said, our bishop is coming to the college, and I'm in charge of the catering part and all that. So I was in a rush. Otherwise, normally 9:30 I log in பண்ணிடுவேன் நானு. அது ஒரு ஓட்டத்துல இருந்தேன் நானு. And then, I can wait. I told them I'll come only at 11 o'clock. So I just started off the work. And the amphitheater, it's a very big amphitheater. I'll send you the link of it later. It's a beautiful amphitheater, which we are inaugurating today, and the bishop is coming. Yeah. Our college is under the bishop house. So anything we have an important program, we call the bishop, so he comes. Anyway, that's not important. So, what do you call? Let's start then. So, I already wish you a good morning. So, Nathan, I சொன்னது எப்போ நீங்க ஞாபகம் வைக்கணும். Raghavan sir, he got kind of, what is this submitted sir? So remember always, submitted sir மட்டும் கிடையாது. எல்லாத்துக்கும் தான் நான் சொல்றேன் நான். Always there must be a change in your approach in what you write. That's what is called creativity, a trendy, a change. They say variety is the spice of life. It's always like that, right? You always need a variety. Now, why I don't take class all the 50 days? Because you will be tired of seeing my head. So that's why I put in some other stuff. I know you are more interested in English, but in a bit of experience from, that's why in a Tamil faculty Matun na select panna nanu. Because once in a way they talk to you in Tamil and you will be very happy, right? Because you blend with your same people very well. So that's the reason I put it. So why I put that? To give you a variety. You need some different people, because the same thing is called a monotonous kind of what do you call a feel you get. A monotonous feel when you get it, so boring. Okay. So before I start, I want to ask about the assignment. Did anyone go through the assignment? If so, you can unmute and you can tell me. I see a Tamil Priya, there a Chenamal, Lilavati, yeah, a Madhubala, right? Can, yeah, USD is ready already to speak about it.
Sir, I just tried, but I don't think so it is right.
No,
Let me tell you,
as I said, there is
if it
nothing
is
as,
not right, please don't.
as I told you, there
Sir,
is nothing as right answer. There's nothing as right answer. Every answer is right. It depends how you convince people. Okay. So that's a skill that you
Okay,
have.
let me tell
Right.
you, there are a lot of opportunities in the world now. We must choose them, and we should choose and utilize apt one for us. We must select them, and they don't select us now. So we should go for them, sir. I think this is the one I got, sir.
Okay. That's it's like 70-80% right. Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
the back of the door is the face for another. Okay. And can anyone else elaborate on that a bit more? Yes. We have Tamil Priya and Madhubala and whoever. That's all I see here.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Madhubala, tell me. What's the meaning of
Sir,
that?
I will try it, sir.
Yes, no problem.
Opportunities can bring the kind of success you are looking for. So take a step towards new opportunity.
இது எங்கோ எழுதி வச்சுட்டு அதே மாதிரி பேசுறியா? எங்கோ எழுதி
Yes,
வச்சுட்டு
sir.
are you reading that? அவளே சிரிக்கிறா. Are you reading that? You should not be reading, then you will never improve. As I said, there is nothing as right answer. There's nothing as wrong answer. Everything is right. Depends how you convince. Yep. Close that, whatever you wrote, and then tell in your own words. You sound much sweeter then. Tell me. Madhubala.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me. பார்க்காம same own words ல சொல்லு. சொல்லு. Anybody else? See, an assignment is given for you all to check and then go through and learn more. That's what in Google happens. Once you check something, that sends you to another link, then from there to another site, then to somewhere else, and then you learn more and more things and write it down. That you will never learn. You actually made a very good attempt, but Madhubala, I think she wrote somewhere and then she tried to say that Andamari will never learn. Tell in your own words. That's much nice. The essence of it is what I wanted to know. You actually made a very good attempt. Yes. Who else? I know most of you are all participating in the class very intently. You are listening to me all the time, but you participate, Panadi, you can never do anything. Can you all hear me? Yes. Hello. Somebody unmute and say yes.
Sir, sir.
Yeah. Try பண்ணுமா. Praveen, breakfast நல்லா சாப்பிட்டியா நீ? இன்னைக்கு என்ன breakfast இன்னைக்கு?
Sir, I ate lemon rice, sir.
Lemon rice காலங்காத்தாலையா?
Yes, sir.
உங்க அம்மா நல்ல வெரைட்டி ஸ்பைஸ் ஆஃப் லைஃப் சொன்ன மாதிரி எல்லா காலையில he loves you so much. So
Thank you,
lemon
sir.
rice கூட என்ன? Lemon rice கூட என்ன pickle காலங்காத்தால?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lemon
Nice.
rice with
நல்ல
pickle.
நல்ல avocado, நல்ல what do you call for spicy? நல்ல hot
Yes,
pickle,
sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Early in the morning. அப்ப நல்ல உஷாரா இருந்திருப்பிய போ. Sir, what's the meaning of that, Praveen? சொல்லு. Unmute and speak.
Sir,
என்ன சார்னு கேக்குற?
sir, I can't hear, sir.
You can't hear me. Why? I said the assignment, man. The assignment that I gave day before yesterday late in the evening.
Yes, sir.
இப்பதான் யுவஸ்ரீ சொன்னாலே and Madhubala. I want you to speak on that. What, Praveen? Anybody
Sir,
else?
the door when it's open, the opportunity will be open, sir.
சரி, இது என்ன அர்த்தம்? The back of one door is the face of another now. அதுக்கு அர்த்தம் என்ன? Opportunity சரி, but what is the meaning of this? When one door closes, there will be a window of other opportunities that will open. Right? That's the meaning of it. That means we should not give up just because we failed an interview. Back of the door காமிக்கிறது, like the interviewer shut the door on you. Okay, that's it. You are out.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
that will be the phase of the next interview, because phase is when you walk into and the door is the face. So meaning you will have other umpteen window of opportunities for you to look for. This is the meaning. Number, I know everyone, when you look into the Google or whatever it is, you can understand the meaning, but you have to look for more meaning, how to present in your own words. That's why I said talk to yourself. It will help you a lot.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, I have this, sir.
Soluma.
In Google, but the meaning is different, sir.
Sole.
I have searched Google in that day itself, sir. You gave an assignment that day, night itself. I have searched it, sir, in Google. But the meaning is differently came, sir. So I have some doubt, sir.
என்ன meaning? Sole.
One second, sir. I have taken the screenshot that I'll say, sir.
சரி சரி, இது மீனிங் இதோட புரிஞ்சுதா உனக்கு? The meaning is
Yes, sir. I can understand, sir.
the back of the door is the face of another. So that is actually the meaning. Google, when you see, there are 3 different meanings.
Yes,
That's why I said there is no thing as right answer, no thing as wrong answer. It's how you convince the people. Okay. There is such kind of problems, you can never find one particular answer for this. Google பார்த்தா 4-5 different meaning இருக்கும். Like the way you interpret will be different from how I interpret. Okay, so what's important is how you say it and convince. That is what it is. And you have to say it in your own words. That's what is important. Okay, Google என்ன எழுதிருக்கு அதே மாதிரி வாமிட் பண்ண வேண்டிய அவசியம் கிடையாது. Okay, you don't have to vomit the same way what's written in Google, because that doesn't make any sense. Just to get an idea of what it is. And then you have to say in your own words. Okay, Praveen, don't stick to that Google. That's just to get the meaning. Suppose a meaning puriyati. Like when I asked this question to my wife, she interpreted it in a different way. But again, the essence of the meaning is what I said.
Okay.
Put it back answer, next that will be the face for you for the next one. And then it depends how you say it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sorry. Anyone has any more questions on the pronunciation before I move to the next page? Next is a very, very important page. Anybody has any questions on pronunciation? I hope you are going through the pronunciation. I'm telling you. If you don't have good pronunciation, it's all a waste. That's why I always emphasize on accent first. Yes,
sir.
Any questions? Anybody?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Mohana.
I am Mohana Dashni, sir. First MSc Mathematics. Sir, I want to say our assignment topic, sir.
Yeah,
meaning of. Sir, from my side, I have to examine the part in English, sir.
I didn't get you.
Sir, I have to explain the meaning of that proverb, sir.
Yeah. Meaning of the proverb you will understand from Google. but there'll be 3-4 different meanings. You tell me what you feel about that.
Yes, sir. That only I want to say it to you, sir. When we look at that something, we just believe that as an important part, but and we ignore the other side. But for some other person, that thing will be an important. So we should not blindly believe in what we see. We have to examine whatever we see before we start to believe it.
Very good.
That's my view of point for that proverb, sir.
That's a good one. I accept that. Yeah. Sorry. I interpreted in an interview sake. Okay. In an interview manner, but you said in a different way. Like it all depends on the perspective. Recently, I saw a cartoon that showed it is heavily raining. நீங்களும் பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. It's heavily raining, and one man, he had the umbrella not like this, but he had it this way. And what he was doing, he was trying to recycle the water into the bin, into a small, a kind of a canister that he had at the back of him. So the next person will look at him, what is going on with him? Look at him the way he's having his umbrella. Umbrella was not like this, the umbrella was like this. Okay, meaning he was collecting the water in that, and that water was going into a cistern. Cistern na oru cylinder madri, whatever a container, he had it there so that he can recycle the water. And so one man next to him was looking at telling, what's wrong with this guy? You know, it's raining so heavily and he's having the umbrella this way. But he didn't see the canister at this man's back. So as you said, that is also a wonderful way how you said. Okay, so as I said, there are different ways how you interpret a particular proverb. You know, it'll all be for our good, that is there, but how you interpreted it very nicely. Okay, that's a different way of telling. Okay, now you also must have found it in Google anyway. Ilya, Mohana, Darshini.
Yes, sir, but I can't reach the correct meaning for that proverb, sir.
What
So
you said is exactly right. See, as I said, there is no thing as right answer because we can never say what I am telling is right. What you are telling is right. All depends on how we convince the next person. You convinced it very nicely.
Thank you, sir.
That's how what I meant. See, Google, they will put it in different ways they want. Whatever the author of that particular, whatever is right, he feels, he's going to put that. There's a lot of noise at your back. Okay,
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. So, you know, it's how we interpret it and then we say. I said it in an interview aspect. Okay, there's the back of the door might be the face of the next one. That means, if you are disappointed, maybe that will be a window opener for you for the next one. Right? You said it in a different perspective way, how we look at things. It all depends how we convince the people. Okay. So Mohana Darshini looked at it very nicely and then she said very well. I want every one of you to look into the whatever assignment is given. This is just to not to learn that proverb, it's just to learn how to think and speak creatively. That's why I gave you such proverb. You have to be good in idioms and proverbs, phrases in order to speak good English. Okay. Having said that, let's move to the page. It's 10:15. Today, what I'm going to tell is, hold on. I hope you don't have you don't have any doubts on the pronunciation. If you have any doubts, please ask me. I hope you are going through.
Students, say yes or no. Sir, raise the questions. Please say yes or no.
You can move next, sir.
Yes, Praveen.
Sir, you can move next.
Purila.
Sir, you can now move next, sir.
Move to the next
I have
one.
no
Okay.
doubt.
You have no doubts. Yeah, that's good. அதுக்கு இடையில நீ இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் சொல்லும்போது நான் ശ്രദ്ധിச்சேன். When you said that word important, when you were trying to explain about that, this one you said important. And then the moment it was a vague accent. I said yesterday important. Try and speak it that way. Mudiyati, at least don't emphasize on the last syllable. Important in the important. And the Mari, you have to try and speak. Okay. So work on your accent. Illati, you know, the accent will be terrible. Anyway, let's move to the next one. Can you all see what the next page starting with apt? Can you all see?
No, sir.
Yeah. So I have to, 1 second. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir. We can visible, sir.
Very good. Now let's start with the first one. First one என்ன எழுதியிருக்கேன்?
Apt.
Okay, very quickly. The beauty of English is when you substitute a very common cliched word with another word. Okay. For example, can someone tell where is this girl? Sindhu, third BBA. Tell me a sentence with apt. Sindhu?
Sir.
Yes. Tell me a sentence with apt. எங்க பார்க்க கூடாது, கூகுள்லாம் பார்த்து ஒன்றும் சொல்லக்கூடாது, நேரா சொல்லு. Whatever comes into your mind. What is apt? சீக்கிரம் சொல்லு. சிந்து.
Apt to another one, sir.
சொல்லு, any sentence. சீக்கிரம் சொல்லு. Apt? Apt word. quick சொல்லணும். What is this? I mean, what is Satyakala Senthil? She is enjoying the garden there. Nice garden picture. Satyakala Senthil.
Sir,
Hello?
yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. சொல்லு.
Sir, good morning.
ஒரு sentence சீக்கிரம் சொல்லு. Yeah.
Sir, she is in faculty, sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
So
sorry.
no problem, sir.
No, you look so young, and that's the reason I thought maybe you're a student. Yeah, I thought you look like 18, 19-year-old. That's why I said. அப்ப மீசஸ் நான் கேட்கல நானு. How about Sudarshana Rai? Now I have to check the faculty or student now. Faculty or student? Sudarshana Rai.
Sir, myself, sir, that one.
Are you a faculty?
Sir, I am Raghavan, sir.
அப்ப Sudarshana Rai எனக்கு தெரியுது.
My daughter is also.
Daughter. Okay, daughter's name is Sudarshana Rai. Okay, fine. So that's gone. Okay, anybody else? I can't see any other names. Someone tell me quickly, what is apt?
Sir, I am Praveen, sir.
Correct.
Praveen, go ahead, man.
The shoe is apt to slip. The shoe is apt to slip.
The shoes are apt
To slip.
to slip.
Yes, sir. SLIP.
That is shoes correctா இருக்கு எனக்கு slip பண்றதுக்கா. அதான் அர்த்தம். The shoe is apt to slip. That is நான் வழுக்கி விழுறதுக்கு இந்த ஷூ தான் கரெக்ட் சொல்ற மாதிரி. Is that what you're intending to tell? Tell me, Praveen, quickly.
Sir.
Is that what you're trying to say? Did you say this shoe is apt to slip? அப்படியே சொன்னேன்.
Sir, no, sir. The shoe is apt to slip. SLIP.
SL?
IP.
ஸ்லிப் வழுக்கிறதுன்னு உத்தேசிச்சேன். நான் வழுக்கிறதுக்கு கரெக்ட் ஷூன்னு அப்படி சொல்றது. Okay, no. Let me start very quickly. I guess we are taking too much time on each word. Now, my intent to give... Yes, Solomon.
The dress is very apt to me.
Very good. This dress is very apt for me. For me, Solomon. This dress is very apt for me. Because Praveen Sona, this shoe is apt for me to slip in Sona. Vadukadhukku evano the correct sirpu poduvana. Right? So you have to say, this shoe is apt, this shoe size is apt for me. The shoe size is apt for me. In the shoe size, I am correct. Okay. Now, why did I give this app? Is because you see, when you see right, it's not good. This too is right for me. Right, we use different words. Just one example. The app. I can sit and tell you maybe like 10 words for that to give different word, making it more and more difficult. So why I gave app? I want you to write all these words, students. Okay, apt na write. For example, the correct way. The book on philosophy is apt for me to mold me, to nurture me, to shape me. Okay, and the mother. Okay, so write very quickly. Apt na for right, correct. Adukku word number replace பண்ணும்போது apt னு சொல்றது. Okay, let's move on. Appreciate. Okay. When I do something, I wanted it to tell something good about me. That's boring. So you say appreciate. Okay. In another words, Lord, L-A-U-D. Praise, P-R-A-I-S. That's common words. Lord is a word that's not commonly used. L-A-U-D. Lord is to praise. That's a beautiful word, which is not very difficult word also. Appreciate, normally use letters, formal letters, we put appreciate. Appreciate, 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 appreciate. Okay, next we have fabulous. What is fabulous? The dress what Sindhu is wearing is fabulous. The dress what Sindhu wearing, very nice, eh? Very nice. Avoid this nice business. Everything is nice in this world. Okay, stop that, use something different. Okay, this dress what you're wearing is fantastic, is fabulous, is awesome, is awesome. Okay, that's a word you can use. There are certain words you should use. Nice alla avoid panano. Ningala 19, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old Dutch. So you cannot use such words. That's horrible. Other Raghavan sir, he didn't like when you said submitted sir. Why you use different words to impress people? Okay. In the PPT slide, na munnadi set panni vechirren. Raghavan sir, adu neenga anupuradhu sarta coincidence aachu. Use different words. Raghavan sir onnum sollirukka maatar. 100%. நீங்க 90 எத்தனை பேர் இன்னைக்கு 100 பேரு நீங்க வேற மாதிரி எழுதுறது அவர் நல்லா இங்கிலீஷ் பேசுறாங்களே, நீங்க எல்லாம் ஒரே மாதிரி எழுதும்போது போறது. So that's why I said when you say appreciate, or I went to fabulous, I missed enjoyed, right? No one told me. Hello.
You must enjoyed and apologies.
Enjoyed and apologies I did. So let me finish fabulous and then I'll go back to enjoyed. Okay, so when you say fabulous, when you say awesome, when you say fantastic, when you say wonderful, when you say it's stupendous, it's not difficult words, but you should try and use such words. Stupendous. Okay, these are the words you have to use. All right, next, enjoyed. How was the food? Food very nice. Okay, I liked it. When something you say about food, you say, I enjoyed it. Okay, how was the class? I enjoyed it. The class very nice. The class very good. Teacher very good. Right? You say, I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed the experience. Okay, these are the beautiful ways of substituting certain words. Okay, I enjoyed the experience. Okay, it was an awesome one, something like that. Okay, next is what? Apologies, right? How do you say apologies? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. How do you say my due apologies for the error that I committed? Due, D-U-E, D-U-E. My due apologies for the error that I committed, for the mistake that I made. See, அந்த இது நான் சொன்னது இப்ப வித்தியாசம் பாருங்க. For the mistake that I made, அதானு நல்லதே இல்லைங்க. This one, my apologies for the error that I committed, that I inadvertently committed is even more nice, but inadvertently is எனக்கு தெரியாம நான் பண்ண mistake. That is called inadvertent. T-E-N-T, T-A-N-T னு போடக்கூடாது. Inadvertent நீங்க mail anupumbodu, letters anupumbodu, you can always say, my due apologies for the errors that I committed inadvertently. That means I mistake panna. My due apologies. Forgive me for the error that I committed, the mistake that I did. This is the way how you write beautifully. Okay. Someone raised their hand. Is it by mistake or you want to say something? No, nobody raised their hand. Yeah, I just saw someone raise their hand. Okay, let's move to a very important one. So, apt mudinjade, appreciate, enjoyed, apologies, fabulous mudinjade. Next is extra mile. What is extra mile? Quickly, somebody can unmute and say extra mile. Yes, someone unmute and say quick. Hello. What is this? RT, MSc Mathematics. That's the name that's showing up. RT, in a mother, extra. If it's not I want only the students. I don't want faculty answering.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so you're a student name.
Yes, sir.
MSc Mathematics. Yeah. So what is extra mile? The next word, extra mile. What is it?
It may be I need extra or what it is not enough for me. I need something extra like that. I think so.
Partly right. Anybody else? Priyanka. Priyanka or Priyanka? Priyanka. Priyanka, what is extra mile? Quick. Sீக்கிரம் very simple ones. சீக்கிரம் சொல்லணும்.
Extra work we need.
No.
I think.
That is wrong. Who else?
Sir, trying a little harder.
சொல்லுமா. Praveen, சொல்லு.
Trying little harder.
What?
Trying little harder.
Trying little more hard. Very good. That's a good one. That's I can agree with that answer. Going extra mile means going beyond. Okay, going beyond is going that extra mile. So if I tell you, you have to go that extra mile to achieve something that you really want, that you're working for. You got to go that extra mile. That is, you have to go beyond. You have to push the limits. Push the limits. Okay, I hope you're writing. Otherwise, we all are humans with short memory. We forget very fast, no matter how good your IQ is. So write it, extra mile or pushing the limits or going beyond. More than what can I get? Going beyond, okay, is extra mile. Thank you, Praveen. Next is exhausted. Exhausted in Salaprada. Exhausted. Okay? Exhausted. Not exhausted. I feel very exhausted. No. What is exhausted? Tired. Feel very tired after Davis sir class. Always he keep asking questions. I feel headache now. Right? You say, how do you say in style? I feel so exhausted after Davis sir's class because he keeps asking very pertinent questions. Pertinent na? Kutti question kettite irparu. That is pertinent questions. So, feel so exhausted after this 1 hour. It's like Kavita ma'am oda 5 hour எடுக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்குது. Kavita ma'am na smooth ஏதோ டீச் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. இந்த சார் பாரு தலை வலி இந்த மனுஷன். Right? So, you say, I feel very exhausted. That is very tired. இன்னும் நல்ல வேர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு அதுக்கு. I'll tell you another one. Write a beautiful one. Famished. 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 But remember, famished always goes with hungry. Okay, famished always goes with hungry, but famished and like Praveen, he just had lemon rice. Give 1 hour, his mom will give another curd rice now for him in another 1 hour. So he will tell his mom, Amma, I feel so famished after Davis sir's class. I just ate. Amma சொல்லுவாங்க நீ இப்பதானே லெமன் ரைஸ் சாப்பிட்ட அதுக்குள்ள உங்களுக்கு தயிர் சாதம் வேணுமா? Right? So you can say, I feel so famished. Famished is tired plus hungry. Okay? Whereas exhausted is just tired. Okay? You walk a long way, no water to drink. What do you feel? Exhausted. but you've not been eating, you went on a long journey, but you're tired and hungry. And that is famished. F-A-M-I-S-H-E-D. I hope you're writing all this. It's a waste of time. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Frowned.
Yes.
Frowned. F-R-O-W-N-E-D. Frowned. What's the meaning?
So kinda awkward situation, sir.
Awkward situation. Okay, that can be a
Yes, sir.
second kind of meaning. Okay, frowned is actually like, no, frown actually means that is with eyebrows like this and you're looking, you're frowning, frown face. Okay, frown is normally deep. I mean, the meaning that you said is a kind of a second meaning, meaning, what did you say? What is the meaning that you say? Frowned?
So kinda awkward situation, sir.
Awkward situation. Okay. What is awkward? It's awkward. Okay, not awkward. It's not. It's awkward. Awkward. Never say awkward. Awkward. Okay. Awkward situation in a meaning what they say, but he frowned at his performance. So yes, it's an awkward situation, whatever it is. But frowned means basically frown literally meaning now you keep your face like this and you frown at him. That is actual meaning of frown. But as I said, English always has 2-3 different kind of meanings for each word. True. Okay, he frowned at his performance. That is a performance. He did like this in the but the meaning could be that too. That's an awkward situation, so he frowned. That's kind of a second, third meaning, Madri. But frown basically means looking like this. Okay, he frowned at me. He looked very upset at me, ma. He looked very upset at me. Upset. Okay, that's why I gave that word. Use some different kind of words. He frowned at me for what I did to him. Okay, frowned.
Sir,
Yeah,
dislike face is like a dislike face.
A dislike, excellent. That's excellent. A dislike face, I frowned at him. That is a dislike face. That's the first meaning. Frown basically at the meaning. Second meaning could be what Yuvashri said too, like an awkward situation. He frowned at him for whatever he did, whatever. Exact meaning is a dislike face. I'm not happy with that. What did I had a the student said there with a frowned face. Frowned. I never say frowned face. I say frowned face. That's past tense. ED. ED அப்படியே உள்ள போயிடும். That's called the glottal effect. Okay, and the ED உள்ள போயிடும். Frowned.
Thank you, sir.
Frowned. Important. Thank you, Kavita ma'am. Important.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, that's the way you say. Next is a very, very important word. Sort out. Sort out. What's the meaning? This is
Before one word,
annoyed.
Annoyed. Okay, annoyed. Yeah. Thank you. Annoyed. இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி நான் ஒரு வேர்டு விட்டுட்டு நான் நெக்ஸ்ட் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி நெக்ஸ்ட் மீனிங் போறதுக்கு நான் என்ன பண்ணேன் இப்போ லைக் how do you say that? I apologize. Who can say?
Sir?
இப்போ நான் அந்த வேர்டு ஒன்னு மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டு நான் அடுத்த வேர்டு போனேன். So what should I say? I apologize. சொல்லு.
Sir, silently angry, sir.
எதுக்கு?
Annoyed, sir.
Annoyed நான் மீனிங் சொல்ல நான். அது fine. I'll come to that now. Annoyed is silently angry. Okay. Annoyed is being angry, whatever. Okay. நான் என்ன சொல்லேன்னா நான் இப்போ annoyedக்கு முன்னாடி நான் sort outக்கு போனேன் நான். Okay. So what should I say? I apologize that ஒரு வேர்டு நான் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் நெக்ஸ்ட் வேர்டுக்கு போனேன். அதுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ்ல எப்படி சொல்லுவோம்?
I apologize that I missed the word annoyed.
I missed a word. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
சரி, that's fine. சரி, missed சொல்லும்போது கூட missed-ன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. Missed. நான் அந்த T மாதிரி சொன்னேன் நான். Missed. Sorry, I missed that word. It's not இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியாதவங்க கேட்கும்போது சொல்லுவாங்க இது என்ன சார் பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ்ல மிஸ்டேக் பண்றாரு. Right? Miss-ன்னு சொன்னாரு. But I didn't say miss. I said miss. I mean, when someone speaks English, you know that person is not liable for any errors because his English is quite good. புரியுதா நான் சொல்றது?
Okay, sir.
No matter how some very good speakers speak, உங்களுக்கு தோணும் இவரு நிறைய ஸ்பெல்லிங் மிஸ்டேக், நிறைய பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ் மிஸ்டேக் பண்றாங்கன்னு. But those mess and all that, அது உள்ள போறது, the ed உள்ள போறது, it's not they make mistakes. Okay, so what you said very right, but the way you said, I apologize, I missed that word. Okay, but what I was thinking is for a word called a different word, missed. Okay, everyone will say, yeah, I skipped that word, you can say. But a nice way to impress is I oversaw. I oversaw the which word? Annoyed. I oversaw the word annoyed. That is, நான் oversee பண்ணோட past tense. நான் oversee பண்ண அந்த word, like அதை skip பண்ணிட்டு அடுத்த வேர்டுக்கு போனேன் நான். Okay, so as we say that, you know what, missed சொன்னது, that's simple. எல்லாம் சொல்றது தான். I skipped சொல்றது little more better word. But when you say, oh, I apologize, I oversaw that next word, you know, which is annoyed. I oversaw. I made due apologies. See how it is? So this is just an example of how words you can use to impress people. Okay, so let's go back. Annoyed. What is annoyed? Is being angry. Okay, slightly angry or whatever it is. Annoyed can be seriously angry also. So, நீங்க எப்படி சொல்றீங்க? Why you look very angry? Angry எல்லாம் நீங்க 5th standardலயே அந்த வேர்ட் எல்லாம் விட்டுறணும். Okay, Raghavan's daughter, this year she must leave that word angry. You should never use the word angry because அதெல்லாம் பழைய வேர்டுகள். You have to use annoyed. Okay, you seem seriously upset with what I said. Okay, உடனே upset எல்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்க. What I said before, seriously upset. Okay, this is how you impress. So annoyed me, you seem very annoyed with me. What happened? Okay, you don't say, are you very angry with me? What happened? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, that's wrong. Okay, you seem very annoyed with me. What happened? See, annoyed na sonna nanu. Adu edaila na ed solren na ulla. You seem very annoyed with me. See, annoy kekkumbodhu annoy ma irukku, but ulla na ed sollirken. Okay, so this is how you have to speak English and impress people. All right, so sort out is over. Next, we have sort out na sollala. What is sort out?
Arranging, sir.
Quickly, someone. Who is this? Kiru. Sort out na arrange. Okay. Adu arrange pannalam. Mattadu?
Solve the problem.
According a type. According a type.
Solve the problem.
According?
A type.
According to a type. Okay. That is separate, disentangle, sort out na US3 sonna madri sort out pannana, make it right. Ella adu oru meaning varum. Yes, Manikandan, tell me.
Short out to the issue, sir.
Yeah, short out nu solra nee. Sort.
Short.
No. Short na kulla. Sort.
Short, sir.
No. Sort.
Short.
சாம்பார் மாதிரி சொல்லணும். சாம்பார்னு சொல்லுவே நீ இப்போ. சாம்பார் மாதிரி சொல்லு. Tell.
So what
sort
the
out.
pronounce?
Sort out.
Short out.
No. நீ ஷார்ட் சொல்ற, நீ சாம்பார் சொல்லு நீ.
சாம்பார்.
அது மட்டும் கரெக்டா சொல்ற. தின்ற ஐட்டம்னா விட மாட்டியே நீ. இட்ஸ் நாட் சாம்பார். ஐ மீன் இட்ஸ் சாம்பார் ரைட்டா சொல்ற. நீ ஷார்ட் சொல்லிடு. சோயாபீன் சொல்லு.
சோயாபீன்.
அது கொஞ்சம் பரவாயில்ல. ஷார்ட் சொல்லு.
ஷார்ட்.
நோ, என்னமா அது திருப்பி ஷார்ட்னு வருது. ஷார்ட்னா SHOT மாதிரி சொல்ற நீ. ஷார்ட் SHOT. SORT is sort out. So sort out. சொல்லு அப்ப சரியாகுது. Sort out. Okay, that much better.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so sort out not to separate, or can you sort it out for me, or can you put it together for me? Adukku sort out solvom. So that's why English is such a tricky language. It depends how you apply where. Okay, so you can say, can you just separate all those things for me? Adu ella solradhu. Can you sort it out for me? That is, make it right. That's sort out. For example, when you see something, you know, this has to be put together or this has to be separated. So Praveen Sonamari, do it according to the type. Okay, how you sort it out. Okay, You know what? Your life is becoming a disaster. You better sort it out. அதுக்கு அர்த்தம் என்னது? You are watching too many movies. You do not have any set priorities in life. Your life is going haywire. That is, kanna pinnanu போறது. You do something to sort it out. That is, you need to bring your life back into the right direction. Okay, அப்படி சொல்றது. Okay, so sort out is a word you can use it many places, but try and use that word sort out instead of telling, you know what, your life kanna pinnama போறது, do something. Instead, you say sort it out. You need to sort out your life. If not you, who else is going to do that thing? Something like that. Okay, good. Next is hilarious. Never use the word. I saw that Vivek comedy movie, but funny, very funny, very funny. No, funny. It's hilarious. Okay, the post that you put yesterday regarding that, that little rabbit, what he was doing, a little mice, what was doing was hilarious. Use the word, don't use the word funny. That's fifth standard and the word. Okay, hilarious. Okay, it was very comical. comical. Okay, it was very humorous. Okay, so these are the words you have to use: humorous, hilarious. These are the words you have to use. Okay, next one, depressed. I didn't say depressed. Depressed. Depressed is feeling very sad. Despondent is little more nicer word. Being very melancholic, that is being little more nicer word. Being very sad. Don't say sad. Yama romba sad. That's not the way you say. So you seem very depressed. What happened? You got a nice punch from your papa, from your dad. You got an earful from your dad. What is earful? Who can say? You got an earful
scolding,
from
sir.
your. Very nice.
Scolding.
Who said that? Very nice.
Sir Praveen.
Beautiful. So earful சொன்னா, I got a earful மாதிரி நல்ல திட்டு கட்சி எனக்கு அப்பாட்டு இருந்து. Okay, அதனால தான் ரொம்ப டிப்ரெஸ்டா இருக்கியா? That kind of thing. I got a earful. That is, I got a lot of scolding from papa. Okay, this is how. Okay. Next, aggressive. Very, very important. There's two meanings. Who can say what is aggressive? It's a very easy word. Who can say aggressive? I want Nadia Banu. Okay, another movie star. Is that?
Forceful.
Forceful. Very good. Okay, aggressive can be two things. It can be good. It can be bad. That's why English is such a tricky language. And the context number use பண்ணிட்டு புரியணும்னு மனசிலாக்கலாம். Okay, the one who hears can understand. Okay, what does he mean by aggressive? Now, if we say you have to be aggressive in life, now is that a good thing or a bad thing? Anybody? You have to
It's
be.
a good thing, sir.
It's a
bold.
good thing. Yeah.
Bold.
At the same time, yeah, being bold, being very energetic, ability to take risks. He's being aggressive. But again, aggressive can be bad when you say his nature is very aggressive. Okay, so he'll start pouncing on you. He will start defending himself by using very abusive words, by telling some bad words. So he's very aggressive. That way also not good. You have to be aggressive in life. That you can't sit on the laurels that you made already. What is laurel? Laurels. What's the meaning of this? Who can say? You can't sit on your laurels. What is the meaning of that? You have to be aggressive. You can't sit on your laurels now, like whatever you have achieved in life.
Prize, sir.
Laurels, not prize, yes. Prize, but in this meaning, laurels now, okay, prize. I won a lot of laurels in the college, in SVM college. I studied 14 years. I won a lot of laurels. That is, I won a lot of prize. I won a lot of praise. But when I said you just can't sit on your laurels, you have to be aggressive. Sonana, you just can't sit on the fame, whatever fortune that you have made, and okay, enough is enough. I'm not going to do anymore. I'm done. I'm done with life. Okay, you can't sit on your laurels, meaning you can't sit on whatever you have achieved so far. You got to push yourself forward. Okay, that is being aggressive. Okay, so you can use such way. What is aggravate? That's easy. Aggravate. Don't say
Injury
aggravate.
or a problem.
What is it? Worsen a problem. adding more injury to the problem. Okay, that is adding, rubbing salt to your wound. அது கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களே, rubbing salt to your wound. Anybody heard of it? Not heard of it? No? Tell me someone. Anyone heard?
No, sir.
No. Really?
Okay.
It's a very old one. Oh, wound.
It's a
Wound.
known,
Yeah,
a known
Becky?
word, sir. It's a known word, sir.
Yeah. Rubbing
It
salt to
can
your
be
wound means already you have a wound,
yes,
and then
sir.
you're rubbing salt to it. What happens? Neerum, eriyum. Right? So that is actually the meaning of aggravate, making things worse. Okay. As it is, I got very poor marks in my +2, and then my father is screaming at me, yelling at me, shouting at me. Right? That aggravated my what do you call it? My mood. Okay, that made it worse. I want someone to console me. Okay, I worked hard. Yes, I was sick. I was I was down with an accident, whatever, and then I failed in one or two subjects, and then my father is shouting at me. That is, he's rubbing salt to my wound. He's aggravating. Okay, my senses or my mood or temperament or whatever it is. Okay, make it worse. Okay, don't say you're already bad, eh? Hey, very more bad now, eh? More bad now. No more bad. It's aggravate. Okay, next is awesome. Either is a word which many make mistake. Awesome, awful. Awesome is always good. Awful is always bad. Okay, the movie that I watched yesterday of Vijay's was awful. Awful movie, such a slow-paced movie. What is slow-paced? What is slow-paced? Quick, someone. The movie that I watched of Vijay yesterday was awful. It was such a slow-paced movie with no drama, humor, action. It was it moved at a snail's pace. What is the meaning? What is slow-paced?
It is a rateless movie.
It's a
rateless movie.
Rateless.
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 Yes, sir.
Okay. It's not slow paced, rateless movie. Slow paced, moving very slowly. Okay, slow paced movie is moving very slowly. There is no action, no particular sequence. That is not organized, no order. Okay, and that is an awful movie. But when the movie is awesome, it is really good. So some people make a mistake. They think awesome means something to do with bad. Awful epom bad than iduvanga. But awesome, sometimes they write something with or bad. Awesome is really good, stupendous, fantastic. Okay, wonderful. And the mind is okay. Okay, so remember that. Next is a very important word which you have to use is challenges. Why? Because never use the word complaints. Complaints is a word which you should avoid as much as possible. You should use the word challenges. Now, for example, you checked into a hotel and then you stayed for about a week, and then when you are leaving, you are given a feedback form to fill. When you fill the feedback form, it will be written on that. Did you face any challenges in our property? Challenges na complaints, but complaints is a word use pannakoodadu. You should use challenges. It's not in a hotel feedback or feedback form alone, appraisal form alone, but anywhere what you use, try and avoid the word complaints. Use challenges. Did you face any challenges during the 2 years of your college here? Okay, did you face any challenges? Daniel wanted to say something? John Daniel. No? Okay, I just saw his hand being raised. Anyway, so I hope you understood that challenges. Okay. Similar to that is suggestion. See, suggestions is a word. Some people say suggestions, and the syllable stress kudukono. Suggestions. Don't say suggestions. Some say suggestions, suggestions, but I would prefer, being an Indian, suggestions. Don't say suggestions. Suggestions kudu. Unga suggestions kudu idupati. Suggestions. It's suggestions. Please give me some suggestions regarding how we can improve the quality here. Okay, suggestions. Okay, so don't say, give me some ideas, give me some your opinion, whatever it is. Opinions is not bad, but use suggestions. Okay, it's a nice word. Next, very important word is anxious. Okay, I don't know how much marks I'm going to get in my +2. The results are coming tomorrow. I seem very anxious about it. I seem very worried. Is an old word, 5th standard word. Avoid that. Use anxious. Okay? I'm very anxious about it. I'm quite worried about it. Okay, and the result. All right. So see, there are so many more words which can be used as replacement words, which gives more effect. Okay, when you speak, but these are just a few words which are very commonly used in your social media and whatever. Okay, so this is how you replace words with some punch words. Next one I'm not doing now, I'll do it tomorrow, or whenever my next class is another okay, you saw that? I'll finish in 3 more minutes. This is what I'll be doing day after tomorrow. This is called
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Positive power words.
Positive, excellent. Positive power words which you have to use at an interview. Yeah. So all these words are power words which we will go one by one very quickly. All mean the same. All those words mean the same, but these are the words you have to use instead of using the other. Tell me what kind of person you are. Sir, I am very hardworking. I am very patient. I am very timekeeping, sir. Okay, you can't use such words. They are all 5th standard words. Okay, you have to use the words which are given here, and this is how. Just telling 1 or 2 sentences about yourself, they will always ask a question. Tell me about yourself. Ingada, we have to use this positive power words. When you use this, they know that you really mean what you say. Okay, you have to use such words. Then, any word what you use here, what you see over there, you should use in such a way that gives that power to you when you speak. All right. So, having said that, do you have any questions? This particular list we will do in my next class. Class according to my timetable, I think there is class tomorrow, right, Kavita ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think,
Yes, sir.
Time over na kekla.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow is
class.
Yes, is there, sir?
George Raphael, right? It's not mine, I guess.
Sir, yes, sir.
Tomorrow, whose class is it? Is it mine or?
A new topic you will see tomorrow, sir. Positive power words.
இல்ல நாளைக்கு ஏன் கிளாஸா இல்ல வேற ஒரு சாரோட கிளாஸ் நினைக்கிறேன். ஜார்ஜ் ராஃபேல்
வேற ஒரு சாரோட கிளாஸ் சார்.
அதானே பாத்தீங்களா? Okay, I think it is George Raphael's class.
George Raphael's.
Yeah, right. My class is again next Tuesday, I think, because Monday I think it's by Parthiban sir. Tomorrow it will be about career guidance, whatever George Raphael sir will be taking. I will remind him for tomorrow. Monday, I think it's Parthiban sir, and Tuesday I'll come back with these positive powers. Okay. So I'll request George Raphael to take the class that is on career guidance. The class is not about English; it's about career guidance. I don't think he can speak much Tamil, so the case will be purely English. So, Sudarshan, you need to mute, yeah? Sudarshan, sir, you have to mute.
Sudarshan?
Pardon?
Sudarshan.
Yeah, please mute. Lots of this. Okay, so as things said, once again, I reiterate. What is reiterate? கவிதா மேம் நினைச்சிருக்காங்க அந்த மட்டத்தலைங்க சார் முடிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாரு 10:56 ஆச்சு.
No sir, no sir, no sir, not like that.
எனக்கு இனி 3 மினிட் இருக்கு. எனக்கு I still have 3 minutes.
No sir, no sir, no sir, not like that.
I know you're busy, ready for the next job. I know you're so busy there that you just want this class to be over and then you run away.
Yes, I am busy, sir, but I want your class, sir. I am busy, even though I want your class.
Yeah, Suma, jokes on him. Jokes on him, miss. So,
See,
what did I say?
Kavita madam is also HOD and a discipline committee in charge, sir. Coordinator also.
So she's very busy.
Yes.
I know she's very, and what I liked about her is she's very active. That's the best
Yes,
part
sir.
about her. She's very active. The ma'am Matul, I see a lot of teachers in your colleges. They seem very active.
Thank you, sir.
They seem very active. I mean, that is surprising. Ingona avlo ona active கிடையாது இங்க எல்லாம்.
Thank you,
I
sir.
see
Thank you, sir.
very active teachers there. Raghavan Subramanian sir undaru. And I can see that, what do you call that, energy in them, which is unprecedented, which is something, which I think that's the reason you have so many students there now. 4,000 plus students. Indur Samayita is unbelievable. Anyway, that's fine. So, meaning சொல்லல நான் சொல்றது, reiterate meaning என்ன? இன்னும் 2 minutes இருக்கு. Reiterate, நான் சொன்னேன், I reiterate once again. What is reiterate? Who can say? Quick. If you want me to go, tell me the meaning quick. Then I'll go. Otherwise, I'm not going today.
Recall it, sir.
Yes, recall illa. No, reiterate is not recall.
Sir, please say it one more time like that, sir.
Reiterate. Now, இது எழுதிருக்கேன் நான். Messagesல எழுதிருக்கேன். Reiterate.
Remaining.
To reiterate.
Remaining.
Okay. Remaining illa, reminding. அது நீ படிச்சது நல்லா பாரு once again. Reminding. Yeah, not remaining, reminding. That is, I mean, actual meaning of reiterate is telling once again. Iterate meaning tell. Retell. Tell whatever I told again. Repeat. Very good. Very nice. Okay, thank you whoever came to my rescue. What is rescue? I didn't say help. I used a different word, rescue. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Thanks for coming and saving me, is what I said. So try and use different words. Okay, reiterate. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm telling once again, if you don't practice, the 50 days will be a waste. You have to keep talking to yourself, how you can improve. This is the only way you can. I know for most of you, English is difficult. English is not a very friendly language to you. Okay, but if you make it friendly, no one can touch you. Okay, you feel so elevated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
High heels நடக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு feeling வரும். And you can speak very good English. Okay, the feel that I get in this college is people respect me for my language. No one can touch me with my words. No one can touch me about spellings. I'm so strong, and I still learn more and more. I love it because I practice all the time. So if you don't practice, if you just keep listening to me, I'll. Okay, having said that, before Kavita ma'am tells, can you please leave? Before she tells that, I will say ciao. Okay, so I'll see you on, I'll Subha service. So
Okay,
I'll see you on Tuesday, and tomorrow I'll remind the George Raphael sir to take the class. Yeah. Thank you, Kavita ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for who are present. Bye.
After 3 days,
Thank
we
you,
will
sir.
meet, sir.
Yeah, Tuesday we'll meet. Yeah. Until
Yes,
then,
sir.
go through again and again whatever I given the notes. Okay.
Okay.
And Praveen,
Yes, sir.
don't eat too much. Don't trouble your mom too much, Praveen. Okay, bye.
You give me some assignment in group, sir.
Okay, sir. Our students will follow Raghavan, sir. No problem. Sir will give the assignment, sir.
Yes. Kavita madam,
Yes.
you say
Raghavan, sir.
few words admission regarding for our internship students.
Admission regarding. No. So you have to say no need now. We'll say later.
Yeah. Amir,
Huh?
Amir, Satish.
Amitraj, sir.
I think Amir sir is not here.
Okay,
Yes,
Satish,
today.
sir. You want to say something?
Sir? Yes, ma'am.
Say.
Ma'am.
Satish, sir, so say something to our student. Otherwise,
Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Satish sir, my
Yes.
voice is audible or not?
Yes. Okay. Ma'am, about what, ma'am?
What about attendance? Attendance okay or not?
Okay, ma'am. Actually,
Attendance is okay.
okay.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yesterday attendance okay or not?
yes, ma'am. Somewhat okay, ma'am. I have posted the feedback attendance link in the chat box,
Okay.
and I think
Okay.
students have started to submit it. And even I have
Okay.
posted it. I mean, not posted the link in the group, but I have instructed the students to kindly fill it immediately.
Okay.
What about yesterday present percentage?
Percentage, sir, actually
Yes.
the problem is I think இங்க வந்து காட்டுறது அதிகமா காட்டுறாங்க students, but I think
ஆமா.
one are failing to fill the attendance feedback.
Attendance.
அதுதான் நான் இதுவும் போட்டிருக்கேன். Even though if you attended the class, if you have not submitted the feedback link, then it will be marked as absent ன்னு தான் நான் போட்டிருக்கேன். ஆக்சுவலி பசங்க எப்படா முடியும்னு வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஐ திங்க் இப்ப பாருங்களேன், ஐ திங்க் அரௌண்ட் 55 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் தான் இருக்காங்க. 11-3 தான் எக்ஸாக்டா 3. அது 11 ஆனா போதும், ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ரெடி டு லீவ் தி கிளாஸ். பட் தென் இஃப் யூ செக் இட் இன் பிஃபோர் 10 o'clock ஷார்ப்பா இதே 55-60 தான் இருக்கும். 10-5 10 நம்மளோட 100% attendance.
So they didn't follow our instruction. Our students.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Why they are doing like this?
அந்த ஒரு 5 minutes வந்து டிலே பண்றாங்க மேம்.
We have to find out the students. We have to inform the HOD.
Yes ma'am. நாளையில இருந்து ஸ்கிரீன்ஷாட் எடுத்து வைக்க சொல்றேன்.
Doing like that.
நாளையில இருந்து I'm going to take a screenshot at exactly 10 o'clock so that I can calculate those who have joined sharply and those who are disobedient to our words அப்படின்றது easily can pick it up.
Okay, Satish sir.
Okay, ma'am. I think
I request the students, all the students must involve in the session. Only the 4 students are involved in the session. What are the names? He is student 1 girl, and then Praveen. From boys side, only 1 student. That student name is the Praveen.
Yes, ma'am.
Boys, just we have to interact with the chief guest.
Yes, ma'am. That is very important.
Most of the students are not involved in the session. Only
yes,
particularly the 3 girls and only 1 boy.
Because we are all expert only for a subject like that certificate, ma'am. You don't.
Yes, ma'am. I think hardly only 50% of the students are really interested in this program. Others, as said by Raghavan sir, they are coming only for the namesake of a certification. I think so.
Yes.
But just I'm not sure.
You have to follow our instruction. So tomorrow we'll see. Most of students involved in the session.
Okay, ma'am. I think நாளைக்கு நம்ம என்ன இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் கொடுக்கலாம்னா, after the class session ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து லீவ் ஆக வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லணும் மேம். ஒரு 5 minutes 11:15 வரைக்கும் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்க சொல்லிட்டு, ஏன்னா இப்பவே பாத்தீங்கன்னா 54 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ஹியர், ரிமைனிங் ஹஸ் லெஃப்ட் ஆக்சுவலி. சோ அந்த ரிமைனிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் தான் பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிசோபீடியன்ட்டா இருக்கிறவங்க. சரிங்களா?
Yes, definitely.
Before our program ends, we have to instruct them to stay here back, and then அந்த 100 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்குமே நம்ம இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும். Kindly fill the feedback attendance link, form, as well as 10 o'clock குள்ள எல்லாருமே அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துடலாம் மேம் நம்ம நாளைக்கு.
Okay, Satish sir. Okay. Just you have to pass the text message in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, ma'am. I have posted it and இப்பே நான் சொல்லிடுறேன் மேம் நானு.
கவிதா மேம் எத்தனை முறை தான் சொல்றது, பாவம் அவரும் அமீரும்.
அதுதான் நான் என்ன பண்ணனும், there is no the action. That's what they are doing.
இல்ல அமீர் and sorry சதீஷ் and கவிதா மேடம், அப்படி வராதவங்களே ப்ளீஸ் ரிமூவ் திஸ் குரூப் தட் ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் நேம்
வேற ஆட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அவங்களுக்கு இல்லனா இவங்கள ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டா இன்வால்வ்மென்ட் சொல்லிட்டு வேற ஸ்டூடண்ட் நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அவங்க இன்வால்வ்மென்ட்டோட இருப்பாங்க. I
think daily we are interact only few students for with the chief guest.
Yeah. You was and Praveen and then max student, one of the max student.
Hardly விரல் விட்டு என்ன ஒரு 10 ஸ்டூடண்ட் கூட இருக்க மாட்டாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் மேம் நான்.
Yes.
I think even at the beginning of the program itself, our resource person David sir has strictly told, I need the interactive type of session.
Yes.
ஐ திங்க் பிகினிங்ல ஒரு 1 or 2 days பாத்தீங்கன்னா கேர்ள் சைடுல கொஞ்சம் நிறைய இன்டராக்ஷன் இருந்தது. பட் தென் அது 3rd 4th டேல கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
I already discussed with David Padikal sir. Sir, you daily interact with the new face also.
Okay,
பட் யாரும் இன்டராக்டே பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அதுதான் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஆஃப்டர் 50 டேஸ் கழிச்சாலும் அவங்க there is no gain for knowledge.
பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த 61 ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் அப்படியே இருக்காங்க. அவங்க so you have to follow this instruction ma.
எஸ் மேம். நான் அதான் அவங்க ஹெச்ஓடி கிட்ட நான் ரெக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணது என்னன்னா, அதாவது ஆக்டிவ் பர்சனா இருக்கிறவங்கள கொடுங்க, சும்மா நேம் ஷேக்குக்காக கொடுக்காதீங்கன்ற. சோ நம்ம இந்த இன்டர்ன்ஷிப்போட மோட்டிவேஷன் என்னன்னா, ஆஃப்டர் கம்ப்ளீட்டிங் ஆஃப் திஸ் இன்டராக்ஷன், இந்த இன்டர்ன்ஷிப்புக்கு இந்த சர்டிபிகேட் வேல்யூன்னா, அந்த சர்டிபிகேட் எடுத்துட்டு போய் அங்க பேசினா மட்டும்தான் ஜாப் கிடைக்கும். நீ சும்மா we can show that certificate. சர்டிபிகேட் will not speak. இவன் பேசினாதான் வேலை கிடைக்கும். இப்ப இவங்க காலேஜ்ல இன்டர்ன்ஷிப்ல நம்ம கேக்குறோம், அட்லீஸ்ட் 100 பேர்ல நம்ம 50 பேராவது நல்ல இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணாதானே அவங்க ஜாப் கொடுப்பாங்க.
ஆனா எல்லாமே பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
எஸ், நல்ல யூஸ்.
we don't know that word.
எஸ் மேடம், எவ்வளவு அழகா ப்ரொனன்சியேஷன் சொல்லி தராரு, எவ்வளவு அழகா மீனிங்ஸ் கம்போஸ் பண்றாங்க, எவ்வளவு அழகா இந்த நீங்களே சொல்றீங்களா நெட்ல அடிச்சு சொல்லாதீங்கன்றாரு அவரு.
பாத்தீங்கன்னா நைஸ் கூட யூஸ் பண்ண கூடாதா. நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம், அடி ஃப்ரீக்வென்ட்டா நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம், நைஸ் அப்படினுவாங்க. நைஸ்.
டியர் ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ், இப்ப ஐ திங்க் அரவுண்ட் மோர் தென் 50 ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் இந்த 50 ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ்க்கு கிளியர் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் இப்ப சொல்றதுக்கு நாளையில இருந்து ஷார்ப்பா 9:55க்குள்ள, அதாவது 9:50க்கு நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட்
9:50க்கு ஜாயின் பண்ண சொல்றேன். 9:50க்கு ஜாயின் ஆயில உள்ள வந்துடணும்.
கவிதா மேடம், சதீஷ் 1 செகண்ட். இந்த 50 ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, நீங்களே இருக்கா? எஸ் மேடம். இவங்கள யாரா உங்க ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ், உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் யாராவது இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லைன்னா எங்ககிட்ட இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிடுங்க. ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டு வேற யாராவது புதுசா நிறைய கேட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க மேடம் என்கிட்ட.
சரி சரி போட்டுக்கலாம். ஓகே.
அதே மாதிரி டெய்லி கொடுக்குற அசைன்மெண்ட், அதாவது திங்க் பண்ணுங்க, போய் திங்க் பண்ணிட்டு உங்களால முடிஞ்சது வேர்ன் வேர்ட்ல சொல்லுங்க. நீங்க நெட்ல அடிச்சு அப்படியே சொல்லாதீங்க. அது நீங்க அவங்க அசைன்மெண்ட் அதுக்காக தான் கொடுக்குறாங்க டெய்லி. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் we can try, everything is there. எல்லார்கிட்டயும் நம்ம கிட்ட ஆண்ட்ராய்டு மொபைல் இருக்கு, சர்ச் பண்ணுங்க. உங்க வேர்ன் வேர்ட்ல அவர்கிட்ட இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணா மட்டும்தான் கம்யூனிகேஷன் டெவலப் பண்ணுவோம். அதர்வைஸ் we cannot improve, பண்ணவே முடியாது.
Dear sir, excuse me sir. Okay ma'am, excuse me ma'am. 1 or 2 instructions நான் சொல்லிடுறேன் இந்த ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ்க்கு. Students, I think more than 50, I think around 50-51 students are there excluding our staff. So 51 பேர் இருக்கீங்க. 51 பேருக்கு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் என்னன்னா, as ma'am said 9:50க்கு எல்லாரும் என்டர் ஆயிடுங்க. சரிங்களா? உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்க்கும் கிளியரா இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருங்க. சரிங்களா? அதே மாதிரி ராகவன் சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி இன்கேஸ் உங்களுக்கு உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டோட இல்லைன்னு உங்களுக்கு யாருக்குன்னா தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா நீங்க எங்ககிட்ட தாராளமா சொல்லலாம். பர்சனலா கூட மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க, நாங்க ஆக்ஷன் எடுத்துக்கிறோம். அண்ட் இந்த 51 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்குமே என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் உங்களோட கிளாஸ் முடியறதுக்கு 11 o'clockனா ஒரு 10:50 போல நாங்க அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் கம் ஃபீட்பேக் லிங்க் போடுவோம். இதை டெய்லி இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்க மாட்டோம், உங்களுடைய பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல தான் போடுவோம், வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப்ல போட மாட்டோம். சரிங்களா? சோ நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா சாட் பாக்ஸ் மெசேஜஸ்ல பார்த்து அந்த லிங்கை கிளிக் பண்ணி ஃபீட்பேக்கை அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் யுவர் செஷன் லிங்க் கொடுக்க வேண்டியது இட் இஸ் மேண்டேட்டரி உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே. சரிங்களா? மூணாவது பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இதுக்கான நோக்கமே என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஷை ஹெசிடேஷன் இருக்கும், அதெல்லாம் போக்கி உங்களை வெளியில சொசைட்டிக்குள்ள வெளியே வரும்போது ஒரு போல்டான கேர்ளாவும் பாயாவும் கொண்டு வரணும்ன்றதுதான் எங்களோட நோக்கம். ஸோ அதை நீங்க ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணணும்னா, அன்லெஸ் அன்டில் நீங்களா முடிவு எடுக்காத வரைக்கும் உங்களால அதை ஓவர் கம் பண்ணி வரவே முடியாது. ஸோ வாலண்டியரா இன்கேஸ் இஃப் இட் இஸ் ராங், தப்பா இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல, வாயை திறந்து ஏதாவது 1-2 பண்ணுங்க. மட்டும்தான் உங்களால அந்த ஹெசிடேஷன், அவர் எதிர்பார்க்கறது உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் கிடையாது, உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து பதில மட்டும்தான். அது தப்பா இருந்தாலும் அவர் சந்தோஷத்தான் படுறாரு. டேவிட் படிக்கல் சார் சொன்னது ஒன்னே ஒண்ணுதான், சார் அவங்க வாயை திறந்து எனக்கு பதில் சொன்னா போதும், அது தப்பா இருந்ததுக்காக தான் நான் இங்க இருக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லி அவர் கிளியர் கட்டா எங்களுக்கு மெசேஜ் சொல்லிட்டாரு. So please try to open your mouth and say something, even it may be right or wrong. You don't hesitate or don't bother about that. திஸ் இஸ் த கிளியர் மெசேஜ் ஃப்ரம் அவர் சைட். இல்லைன்னா இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் நாங்க கண்டக்ட் பண்ணதுக்கான நோக்கமே அர்த்தமே இல்லாம போயிடும் எங்களுக்கு. இதேதான் ரிமைனிங் 50% ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்குமே நாளைக்கு உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்டயும் சொல்லிடுங்க. 11:15 வரைக்கும் யாருமே வந்து வெளியில போக கூடாது. நாளைக்கு மறுபடியும் இதே இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் தான் தருவோம். ஏன்னா ரிமைனிங் 50% ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஐ திங்க் அவங்க தான் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிஸ்ஒபீடியன்டான ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்னு சொல்லி நாங்க நினைக்கிறோம். சரிங்களா?
ஆல்ரெடி ஒரே நிமிஷம், ஆல்ரெடி கவிதா மேடம் கரெக்டா 11 o'clock ஃபினிஷ் பண்ண சொல்லிடுறாங்க. ஆஃப்டர் 15 minutes வந்து இந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை கேட்டுட்டு நீ வெளியே போயிடலாம், அவ்வளவுதான். அவங்க 1 hour தான் எடுக்கிறாங்க, அதுக்கு மேல எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. அதுவும் இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் என்னன்னா, டேவ் படிக்கல் இஸ் வந்து பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ஆபீசர் ஆல்சோ. அவர் வந்து நீங்க நல்லா பண்ணீங்கல்ல, சத்தியமா இந்த 100 பேருக்கும் அவங்க வந்து ஜாப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் கண்டிப்பா நல்ல கம்பெனி கொடுப்பாங்க. தயவுசெய்து புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. நீங்க அவர்கிட்ட இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணதான் உங்க பேர் வந்து ஒரு மெமரியில இருக்கும். அப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு அவர் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவாங்க.
எக்ஸ்கியூஸ் மீ சார், ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இங்க பாருங்க, இது வந்து நீங்க ₹1 ஒத்த பைசா கூட கட்டாம நீங்க இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம அட்டென்ட் பண்றதுக்கு ராகவன் சார் அண்ட் கவிதா மேம் எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டிருக்காங்கன்றது எங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும். அவங்க வந்து அங்க பேசி எங்களோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ரூரல் பேக்ரவுண்ட்ல இருந்து வராங்க, எங்களுக்காக ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டு இந்த ட்ரைனிங் ப்ரோக்ராம் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஆனா அவங்களும் வந்து நேம் சேக்குக்காக ஏதோ ஒரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் கேட்டுட்டாங்களே அப்படின்றதுக்காக சும்மா வந்தோமா கிளாஸ் எடுத்தோமா போனோமா அப்படின்னு இல்லாம அவங்களோட 100% எஃபோர்ட் போட்டு இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணி உங்களை பர்சனலா ஒவ்வொருத்தரையும் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு டேவிட் படிக்கல் சார். 25 year எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். அவர் நினைச்சா வெளிநாட்டுல எங்க போனாலுமே மினிமம் 1.5 lakhs 2 lakhs சேலரி கிடைக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு மனுஷன் உங்க 100 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்காக மட்டுமே அவரு 100% எஃபோர்ட் போட்டு உங்களுக்காக எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறாரு. ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் இதை யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணிக்கிங்க, சரிங்களா? இல்லைன்னா இதை யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்காக வெளியில தயாரா இதே 100 பசங்க இதே மாதிரி வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அட்லீஸ்ட் அவங்களுக்காக நீங்க வழி விட்டுட்டு போங்க தயவு செய்து. விளையாட்டுத்தனமா இருந்தமா ஒரு சர்டிபிகேட் வாங்கி சர்டிபிகேட் எடுத்து பேக்ல வச்சு தூங்குனமான்னு இருக்கக்கூடாது. நீங்க சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி நீங்க படிக்கிறதுக்கு நோக்கமே என்னன்னா படிச்சு முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு வேலைக்கு போகணும். அது இட் மே பி ஐதர் கவர்மெண்ட் ஜாப் ஆர் இட் மே பி அ பிரைவேட் செக்டர் ஜாப். பட் எங்க போனாலுமே உங்களுடைய திறனை நீங்க மேம்படுத்தாத வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு வேலை கிடைக்காது. சோ உங்களோட
ஒன் செகண்ட், இதுலயே பாத்தீங்கன்னா 52 ஸ்டூடெண்ட், அதுல ஸ்வேதா அதுக்குள்ள லெஃப்ட் ஆவறாங்க. அதுக்குள்ள உங்களுக்கு என்ன அவசரம்
அதேதான் கவிதா மேடம்.
பிசிக்ஸ் ஸ்வேதா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எம்எஸ்சி பிசிக்ஸ்.
எஸ் சார், எஸ் மேம். அதனால அண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் மேமும் வந்து கிளியரா இருக்காங்க. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸோட டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது, ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸை ரொம்ப போட்டும் ப்ரெஷர் கொடுக்க கூடாதுன்றதுனாலதான் டேவிட் படிக்கல் சார் கிட்ட சார் நீங்க ஒரு 10:50-55 முடிச்சுட்டு ஒரு 5 minutes டிஸ்கஷன் வச்சுட்டு எக்ஸாக்டா 11 o'clock நீங்க முடிச்சிருங்கன்னு மேம் ரெக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. உங்களுக்காக மேம் வந்து எல்லா எஃபர்ட்டை எடுத்து உங்களோட கன்வீனியன்ஸை பார்த்துதான் அவங்க பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. சோ நாங்க எந்த விதத்திலுமே உங்களுக்கு வந்து ப்ரெஷரோ பர்டனோ கொடுக்கணும்ன்றது எங்களோட அவசியம் கிடையாது.
ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 60 girls இருக்காங்க.
ஓகே சார், ஐ திங்க் நாங்க இந்த 5-10 minutes கூட நாங்க இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் கூட நாங்க நாளைல இருந்து தர போறது கிடையாது. எஸ் மேம்.
இப்போ அந்த அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் நீங்க இதுல மட்டும் போஸ்ட் பண்றீங்க, குரூப்லயே போஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா நமக்கு அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் தேவை. அது நம்ம அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் ஃபில் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஆனா இதுல செஞ்சா நல்லதுதான், இதுல செய்யாத போது நம்ம என்ன பண்றது, குரூப்ல போஸ்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. நமக்கு தேவை
மேடம் அப்படி போட்டா அது கிடையாது, இது கிடையாது மேடம். சும்மா 5 நிமிஷம் வந்து கூட எல்லாம் அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் ஃபில் பண்ணலாம்.
சரி, இப்போ அந்த அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் வராம இதுல ஃபில் பண்ணாம விட்டாங்கன்னா அதை பார்த்து எடுத்து அந்த லிங்க் எடுத்து ஃபில் பண்ணாம விட்டாங்கன்னா கூகுள் மீட்ல லிங்க் எடுத்தா கூட தெரியாம கூட உட்காந்துருப்பாங்க.
இல்ல மேடம், ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல, விடுங்க.
சதி சார் எத்தனை பேர் பண்ணாங்க நேத்து?
மேம் ஐ திங்க் அரௌண்ட் 80-85 கிட்ட
ஒரு 15 தான் இல்ல. ஓகே
இல்ல மேம், அதுதான் நாளைக்கு நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா at the beginning of the program as well as at the end of the program ஒரு 5 minutes before நம்ம இந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் 100 members வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா ஒரு தடவை கொடுத்துறலாம் நம்ம.
டேவ் படிக்கல் சார் ஒரு 5 நிமிஷம் வெயிட் பண்ண சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க கொடுத்துருங்க சார். கரெக்ட்.
இல்ல ராகவன் சார், நம்ம சார் 10 o'clock விட்டலாம், நம்ம 9:50 இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் கொடுக்கலாம்.
இல்ல அவ்வளவு நேரத்துக்கு தான் எல்லாம் வர மாட்டாங்களே மேடம். எல்லாம் 9:10-5 10:10 இப்படிதான் வந்து ஜாயின் பண்றாங்க.
10:05 மேலதான் மேம் நம்மளோட 100% தொடருது.
ஆமா,
எத்தனை முறை சொல்றது?
இல்ல மேடம், அது அவங்க உங்க டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஹெச்ஓடி கிட்ட சொல்லிடுங்க மேடம். இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லைன்னா விட்டுற சொல்லுங்க. எனக்கு நிறைய போன் பண்ணி சார் எனக்கு கொடுங்க உனக்கு கொடுங்கன்றாங்க. நான் நெக்ஸ்ட்
பிரின்சிபல் சார் பர்மிஷன் வாங்கி குரூப்ல ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் லேட்டா வராங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஃபுல்லாவே லேட்டா வராங்க மேம் சொல்லிட்டு பாத்துக்கோங்கன்னு சொல்லிடலாம்.
எஸ்
சரி, எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ரொம்ப நேரம் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. சதீஷ் we will continue tomorrow.
Wind up, ma'am. See you tomorrow, ma'am. Students, thank you for your patience listening. உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்குமே யாருக்குமே சொல்லிடுங்க.
மேம் குட் மார்னிங் மேம்.
எஸ் பாலாஜி கண்ணன்.
எஸ் மேம் சம்டைம் டெக்னிக்கல் இஷ்யூனால அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் லிங்க் வரதில்ல மேம். லாஸ்ட் டே எனக்கு வரல மேம். எஸ்டர்டே
சதீஷ் சார்.
ஓகே மேம். ஐ திங்க் பாத்தீங்க நீங்க குரூப்லயா இல்ல பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்லயா?
சார் பாருங்க சார் புரியல.
இல்ல வாட்ஸ்அப்ல செக் பண்ணீங்களா இல்லனா நம்மளோட இந்த கூகுள் மீட் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல நான் அனுப்பியிருந்தேன். சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல இல்லையா?
சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல எனக்கு அது கால் வந்துச்சு சார் சடனா. எனக்கு சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல அந்த மெசேஜ் காமிக்கல சார்.
நீங்க வெளிய போயிட்டு திருப்பி வந்தீங்கன்னா கிடைக்காதுதான்ப்பா.